Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Metaphysical Tea Tarot Show, where we are all religions, all genders, with a plus size one, with a skinny one, two. All right, so let's get into the dream first, and then we'll get into it. Okay, so the dream that I just had, I just woke up. I'm not feeling very good today. I woke up with a headache. I went to bed with wet hair. So if anybody else, if you ever go to bed with wet hair and you wake up and you don't feel good, I hate that feeling. But I took a really hot shower and I feel better now. I try to stay away from medications, like aspirins and stuff like that. I try to find the metaphysical way to do it versus doing it like that. But yeah. I had a dream that I was in the grocery store and I had pork rinds in my hand. Now I was in the part where everybody stands in the back. There was a line of people waiting to receive channeled messages from me. And when I went to the back, I put the pork rinds on a high shelf and I started sensing spirits. Okay. So, dream analysis. Pork rinds often symbolize grounding or mundane comforts, while the knowing sense reflects your developing intuitive and subconscious awareness. The grocery store represents choices, nourishment, and the marketplace of ideas or spiritual gifts you have to offer. Channeled messages suggests a growing confidence in your ability to act as a bridge for information or healing. Pork rinds on the top shelf. Moving a heavy, salty snack to a high place signifies elevating physical needs to make room for spiritual work and claircognizance. The knowing, without physical senses, in a hallmark of intuitive development, indicating you are trusting your internal guidance over external evidence. And then I walked out and there was a line full of people that were so excited to meet me. But it kind of felt like I was how I'm feeling right now. When there's a lot of energy in the room, especially for someone who's tapped in, do you know what I mean? My hands feel super weak right now too. And I've been dreading doing this message all day. Usually I do it earlier in the day and it's kind of later in the day, and I didn't want to do this message. So someone not wanting to do something could be significant to someone. Spirit, can we have a couple of states, please? My nose is itching right off the top already. There's one. Virginia. Richmond. June 1988 could be significant. My nose is itching heavy right now. Oof. Someone needs to go visit their mother. Someone needs to go visit their mother. I'm done with these. Montana, Idaho, Kansas, Connecticut, Puerto Rico or Puerto Rican or any Spanish descent, Wisconsin, Rhode Island, African, California, Valley Girl, Arkansas, Massachusetts. Could have been to, could live in currently, are going to these places in specific, or had a layover. Heavy on the layover. Richmond, Helena, Boise, Little Rock, Boston, Hartford, Topeka, San Juan, Ponce, Madison, Providence, Sacramento. Someone could have gotten engaged recently or married. Someone considers someone a gem or a treasure, and they might refer to you as that. Nutmeg could be significant. Wine, textiles, dinnerware, lumber. Yeah, I'm seeing wedding. Aircraft, so flying, I just said that. Copper, cotton, June, July, November, January, February, September, May. Michigan off the top, 1968, 1969. Lansing. Wolverine could be significant. Being forced to do something could be significant. Spirit, can I have 3 cards, please? That one wants to come out. Being booked or wanting to be booked could be significant. Oh, this is a big reading. Always does 4. Oh no. 7 of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. The Star. The Queen of Cups. Okay, so, all right. 7 of Pentacles with the, and then I have the Nine of Swords off the top. Okay, so what I'm getting from this message right here, I need to pull one more card, Spirit says. Hemp seed, turmeric, dandelion, thyme, rosemary, bay leaf, basil. I need one more card. There we go, right after 4 of Pentacles. Okay, so that makes more sense. All right, so you're moving into a period. Okay, so we're gonna do 2 by 2. So we have the Seven of Pentacles. So you have a certain amount of financials, but you don't have it all together. Okay. You're collecting something. You're collecting your material gain in order to come up with enough money to, or enough energy, or enough. You could be in class. You could be studying something. But whatever it is, it was like you traded in your car for something that's like needed, like a van, or you're a mother who had I'm gonna say this in like, you had a Cadillac, but you had, no, not a Cadillac. You had a convertible, but you had to trade it in for, well, however that applies to your life. It doesn't have to be the material of a car, but you recently, or went from an apartment to a house. You traded something in for something long standing, and it's put you under, okay? You gave all your credits in to get something. Yeah. And in turn, that was in the past. Okay, this could be with a child too. You could have invested all of your time, like I'm seeing a Miss America, little kids, toddlers and tiaras. You think that you have invested your money in the wrong thing. Okay, but what you're not realizing, it's either you thought that you invested your money in the wrong thing, or this person went off on the wrong track. Okay, and it's you're in a worrisome energy. Okay, but or they wrecked it. They wrecked the idea that you wanted for them. You wanted them to be Miss America, or you wanted them to be a doctor, and they're not anymore. You wanted them to be a father and you wanted to be a grandmother and they turned out LGBT or anything like that. Like it's something that you wanted to happen and it didn't wind up happening. But currently, whatever that energy is, okay, is going to, okay, they're the star, you're the Queen of Cups, which is the feminine emotion, okay? Your cup, okay, this is how we do it. You're overflowing you have to take care of yourself in order for this star to rise. Putting this star first is doing nothing for them. You mastering yourself is what makes this star rise. You see how her cup, this is the Queen of Cups. You see how her cup is overfilling? Not enough. She's not dumping her card out, okay? Because she already, or he already, took all of his pentacles and put it into one pot. He put all of his eggs in one basket, and it depreciated on him, okay? So in order for this star to rise, you need to filleth your cup first, and then the rest of it. Now, this could be for someone who has too much, too. If you've got... Oh my God, I just seen 22. On a prescription bottle. Can you guys see that? It says 22 right there. Anyways. You put a lot of energy into making something happen for someone, and it's not. It's not what you wanted to. It's because you forced it. Your world revolves around them, or you wanted more from the situation. It's like when you buy someone a gym membership and they didn't even want to go to the gym. Yeah. And I know that's going to hurt someone's feelings. Okay, but what these cards are telling me right now is that you have to give this person, the star, okay, who is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, who kind of trumped your money. They had to do that. That was their life mission. Okay. They're still on the same path. Okay. Okay, this was the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You see these strings hanging off of it? Okay. As above, so below. So they have to click into this. Okay, but this Ace of Pentacles, this wasted money, this wasted effort, this wasted whatever in reverse, okay, is going to still be nurtured by the spilleth of thy cup. You see how your cup is spilling down? Okay, you guys are eventually going to click in the same area because you guys are headed to the same direction. This is a mother and son, a mother and daughter. This is one of those situations. Or you're the daughter and you don't understand your mother, or you don't understand your father, and this is why. Okay, you guys signed up for a escape room where you guys were put against each other as enemies. Purposefully, okay? This was the mission. For one to be the queen of emotions. The person who masters themselves is the person who wins the matrix. Okay, this person's older. This Queen of Cups is older. They're more mature. They're a mother or a father in their emotions about you because they don't play about you. But they did too much. Okay. And in order for the star to rise, the queen of cups, the queen of emotions must let their baby fly, let their baby fall, let their baby scrape their knee, let their baby do all this, okay? Because all of that extra thing that you did, right? Oh, this is a good reading. It did nothing but put them in the Nine of Swords. Because you overly, you protected them with, don't do that, don't do that. Each one is a sword. So you created a playpen around this person. Well, now it's just y'all, right? And you guys are still fighting. And it's because you put too many swords in there for them, thinking that you were doing the better for them, but you weren't. And like, if this is for a parent, like if your kid doesn't like you right now, they're here. They're fighting with you. Okay, and the reason why they're fighting with you or disagreeing with you or not seeing eye to eye with you, it's because you did too much. And I'm gonna give you a little tip. Pull your energy away a little bit. Only give them the things that you know that they need. Stop meddling in their life. Okay, because this parent's meddling in their life. Okay, a lot. Like, you're stalking their socials. It's okay to stalk your kids' socials, but be proud of them. Spell only great things onto them. Only say great things about them to other people. Don't say negative things to the person. Always tell them you're proud of them. That removes these swords, or at least gives them a little bit of way to leave and to rise as the star, because you created this for them. This is your fault. I know that's really hard, but you're holding a star captive. Literally. And you did it to them. But what I'm getting from this, you didn't want them to be... You've seen the world for what it was, and you didn't want them to have to deal with what is out here or what they were capable of. But here's the thing about kids. And if this message is not for you, but you watch me for entertainment purposes, and you don't feel like this is resonating with you, and you have kids, you have to let them be who they want to be. If they want to paint, say, okay, well, you give them a challenge. You challenge them younger on. Well, I'm going to give you this bingo machine. And we're gonna go to Aldi's, the cart with the quarter, and we're gonna get you one of them boxes with the cans, the bottoms, and I'm gonna give you tape, glue, whatever we can find in our house, or we can mix flour and water, and I want to see what you do with it. And if you do something that we could make, that took some time, and you were quiet, and didn't make a mess, and you it doesn't have to look good to you, it has to look good to them. Then this could be with food, this could be with whatever, okay? You're nurturing the wrong seeds for them, and you're worrying about the wrong things because they signed up for this before they got here. Do you understand? So whatever challenges led up to this, the only thing that you could do is be there for them as much as you can, because guess what's coming in? It's not as much as you spent, okay, as much energy, because you put a lot of negative energy into this. You sitting there talking with your girlfriends bad. Oh my God. Oh, Susie or Jimmy. Oh, they're just out there ripping and running, and, they're a whore, and da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, look. Right off the top. You said some very hurtful things that diminished their character. Got the Four of Swords. You diminished their character, so you drove this person even further. And then in turn, it wound up Four of Wands, giving people the room to give more witchcraft. Oh no. And then that witchcraft turned back on them, the Seven of Wands, in reverse, okay? Thus filling your emotional satisfaction because you had a storyline. Putting you even further in debt spiritually, the Ten of Wands in reverse. You've been playing a yo-yo game with yourself, then that unfulfilled you. We got the Five of Cups. The Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is like, you gave them a storyline. You literally gave them a financial storyline by doing all this, and you're making yourself look stupid. Dumping your cups completely out, the Nine of Cups. Like, this made you lose. But guess what? The Sun card came out. There's hope for you guys still, but at the end of it, you still wind up getting Four of Pentacles. So whether this person feels bad for you and, like, puts you in a nursing home or whatever, or you wind up putting your parent in there, something's coming to the light. You still wind up, look. You still wind up rising, whatever age you're at. And the worst part is when you go to the next life, when you move on, this is for the parents, when you move on, Like this, all that talking, all that hurt, all that everything still wins. Okay? It's still a winning combination for this parent. Yeah, they invested this much. They invested this much, right? But guess what? This is the Seven of Pentacles. Okay? 7 minus 1. 7 minus 1 is 6. 4, 5, 6. You still wind up with exactly what you wanted them to do, but you put them through all this turmoil. But I'm seeing right now in the cards that this was supposed to happen. This is what made them ascend. This is what they signed up for. So every time that this parent did something evil to this child or talked about this child, or every time, there's more than just this mother. There's more than just this. There's more than just the father too. I mean, the father is not really here, to be honest. He comes in looking for some money later, expecting money. He's the Knight of Pentacles. He's expecting money for his little part. But they gave this person a storyline. Literally. Like, I don't know what to do next. Like, let's get into it with this a little bit. Spirit, can you tell me a little bit? Can you give me some clarifications a little bit? Can we dive into it, Spirit? I feel like I know what card's about to come out. You signed up for this. Didn't I not just say that? This was a part of your star rising. This is a star seed. Who this is right here, this is a star seed. And we watch TV shows on it. I mean, it's not as bad as Criminal Minds, but like, this family was completely against this person. Excuse me, spiritual confirmation. Yeah, look, in the spirit. 000. That person winds up having... This person gets everything they want. The Ace of Cups. So true love, new emotion, beginnings. So this person has true love coming in. Treat them right. This person's under pressure because of this. He's smart. This person could, so you have love coming in. It's always a love reading. Come on. Right off the top. So all of this, okay, so this could be a person who's in maybe they're in their second half of life. They've made it halfway through their life, and they're in their second half now. Okay. But this person has the best, okay, because the beginning of their life, it's been very confusing and very like, God's got your back. I'm not allowed to tell you anymore. That's all you can know. Is that it's Akashic record. I can't break into it. You got love coming in. And it's going to be everything you've ever wanted. 999. He's your Ace of Swords. Intellect, decision, conflict, breakthrough. You're about to go through something. I'm not allowed to tell you. Gosh darn it. I want to tell you, but I can't. Okay, maybe I can read this card. Okay. Give us this day our daily bread. You're about to get everything you want. And be forgiven of your trespasses, as you have forgiven those who have trespassed against you. And lead you not into temptation. Okay. I'm seeing Temperance card. You're doing it. You made it through. Oh, I'm so happy for us. We made it through. We made it. This is it. This is it. Everything that you've ever been if you're not manifesting, you need to start. Do 369. Look up the Tesla method. You have to say your manifestations 3 times in the morning, 6 times. I do mine breakfast, lunch, dinner. So I say 3 times for breakfast, and it could be something like, I want to have a new car. I want to have a new car. I want to have a new car. I want to 3, 6, 9. My manifestations, the more detailed they are, the better, because sometimes what happens is that when you manifest something into existence, if you don't manifest it from A to Z and you just say, I want to be a star, well, then you're going to wind up being a star for the wrong thing. You know what I mean? You don't want to mess with that. So I want to be a star 4. Be specific when you're doing your manifestation. Start with 1. You do them every single day. You can't not do them. And whatever it is will come true. Now, I will say the more you add to it, like I have 15 manifestations, I think, or 18 on my list that I say every day. The more you have, the longer it takes. But you will speak it into existence, because 3, 6, 9 is the equation that Tesla used to do something with electricity or wireless energy. You create your own wireless energy by doing that 3 times a day. 3, 6, 9. Okay. Look into it. I'm pretty sure I have something posted. But I hope you have a great day. Thank you guys for joining us, but you're there. If this fell across your FYP page, only watch my stuff, unless you're watching it for entertainment purposes, okay? But only watch my stuff if it falls across any of the tarot. If it falls across your FYP page, then it's for you. Okay, don't fall into a storyline. Don't make it fit. Ciao.